May is Mental Health Awareness Month. A local nonprofit is seeking solutions by connecting man's best friend to those facing both physical and mental health challenges.
Now, WCNC Charlotte anchor Nick Sturdivant shows us how they aim to heal.
1, 2, 3.
It's a process.
5. And we're gonna tickle your toes.
Breeding and nurturing these pups into service dogs.
A very awesome, rewarding, but also sad experience when you have to, people are like, how do you do that? And it's like, when you see where they go and what they do for someone, like, you can let them go.
Marci Turso is the director of operations for Project to Heal, the Charlotte-based nonprofit responsible for this.
And our mission is to increase the availability of service dogs to veterans, adults, and children with special needs and disabilities. What's really cool is we're the only nonprofit in the country doing this work where we breed, raise, and nurture labrador retrievers and donate them to carefully selected partner organizations.
Reducing the cost and time to connect people with physical or mental health challenges with service dogs.
So like with a vet with a mental health concern, or even a person with anxiety, so the hypervigilance, the night tremors, general anxiety, anxiousness, it's just shown to lower the cortisol levels.
New numbers from Mental Health America's annual online screening program shows rates of anxiety and risk for psychosis remain higher than before the COVID-19 pandemic.
He released a report from 2023. What were some of the key findings there?
Overall, we saw that about 3/4 of people who came to take any one of our 11 mental health screens scored at risk for a mental health condition. Inside that number, a couple of other things that we saw that we're keying in on. One is that about 1/3 of the people, both anyone, adults, youth, or adults, who took the screen for depression reported that they were having frequent suicidal ideation.
Schroeder Stribling, president and CEO of Mental Health America, says about 6.5 million people took the online screening in 2023. Her message
is that there is hope and there is help within reach and that you are not alone.
Help that Project to Heal hopes can support people processing the challenges they face.
And you see that person that had a hard time, they couldn't pick something off on the floor because they're mobility challenged, or they're living a very anxious life or having hypervigilance, and all of a sudden you see them in a calmer demeanor and actually getting through life well. You just kind of say, yeah, we're doing the right thing.
And right now, Project to Heal is working towards moving into a new and bigger facility. To learn more about the nonprofit and to take a closer look at the new report from Mental Health America, head over to WCNC.com or the WCNC Charlotte News app. Back to you guys.